What up? This your boy Cole with Cole Cowboy Sports Report, where I bring you the best content of the Cowboys. So yesterday was a big, crazy day of free agent frenzy. It was a lot of legal tampering, for a lot of teams. The Jaguars beefed up their team with some skilled players and some offensive linemen. They've been shopping. They overpaid some people, but they basically trying to make a statement that they're gonna try to take the AFC South for, take it over. If they're coached right, shoot, they could be right up there in the thick of it for real. The Cowboys signed a long snapper. They released Cedric Wilson and basically let him test out the market, and he got drafted by signed by the Dolphins. But one great news that the Cowboy Nation had yesterday was DeMarcus Lawrence redoing his deal, freeing up cap space. And I touched up on that yesterday on my video. So today, what will happen? Well, I don't know what will happen today. Hopefully, I know that Bobby Wagner has us on his secondary list of a team that he want to join. Hopefully Dan Quinn can work some magic and getting him on the field. I know one thing. If he comes to Dallas, comes inside Dallas to meet with Jerry Jones, talking this, Jerry's not going to let him go if he really wants him. Jerry going to close the deal with Bobby Wagner. So we'll just keep our fingers crossed and hope that we can get him in, because that would be a big move for the Cowboys defensively. Offensively, I know that Lyle Collins, we tried to get a trade. It's been reported that a lot of trade talk hasn't been going on with Lyle Collins. So we have until the 20th of this month to let him go, or all his money is guaranteed. So just look out for Lyle Collins 9 times out of 10 getting cut sometime this week. I'm hearing a lot of James Washington buzz. I know Dez Bryant tweeted, "Don't be surprised if we bring James Washington in." Hey, I don't know about James Washington. He does drop a lot of balls. I watch more than just Cowboy football. I watch all football games, and I seen James Washington drop some passes. I don't know about him, man, and I'm all in. At this point, I wouldn't mind a Juju Smith-Schuster to come to the team, as long as he bring his game, man. He need to bring his game. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind having a Jarvis Landry. We just need receivers that's gonna make plays and be put in a good system. That's all. So, James Washington, he came short with some of them catches. We don't really need him. I know we can get him if he comes cheap, which most likely he will. So I wouldn't be surprised. But a lot of buzz about James Washington ever since Dez really made that tweet has been circulating this morning. What else going on in Cowboy Nation? So my biggest fear, and I'm still touching on the receivers, is what we're going to do with our offense. So, like I said, our offense don't have to be elite. It doesn't have to be the number one overall offense I would like for it to be, but it doesn't have to be. It has to be a real ran offense. We need to run the ball. You know what I'm saying? It comes by just running the football. If Kellen Moore can stick to a good running game, and then we hit them with the play action. If he really want to go with this wide receiver by committee, he really needs to stick to the running game, because that's the only way it's going to work. It's not going to work if you want to pass every down. Teams going to figure you out. You know what I'm saying? It's good to trick them with the play action, hit them with their running game strong. We are 30-0 when we run the ball more than 25 times a game and 100-yard rusher. That's the formula, and nobody can beat it. That's why we need to stick with it. Now, I was pissed when we let Amari Cooper go, but at this point, oh well. You know what I'm saying? Oh well. Amari Cooper's gone. He's a Cleveland Brown. We need to compete, man. We need to compete, and we got a tough schedule this season. With Tom Brady coming back, that's a tough game against the Bucs. With Aaron Rodgers staying with the Packers, that's a tough game with the Packers. We got the Rams. They coming back Super Bowl champions. You know what I'm saying? We got the Bengals. They've been to the Super Bowl, but we don't know how they're going to be. They still got good talent. We got some good teams that we got to play against. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I'm like, hey, who knows how all the other teams in our division going to be? The Eagles might beef up with all their draft picks. They got Hassan Reddick, and they think that they world beaters now. They think they're going to the Super Bowl because they got Hassan Reddick on their team. You see where I'm going? We need to have a plan. I'm afraid that we'll be just like 2018, not coming to the season with, you know what I'm saying, a good wide receiving core. Dak look bad. And we have to go ahead and be like, oh, let's go ahead and give up another first-round pick for a receiver we're going to cut. You see what I'm coming from? I just want us to have a plan. And everything can fall into great place with this new TV money coming in that's going to raise the cap. And with us redoing deals and trying to keep the cap low, that'll benefit us in the long run because, you know, we kind of got screwed with the pandemic, and that's what the Cowboys did when they overpaid most of these players. They thinking, okay, we could go ahead and do that deal because this TV money about to come in. Unfortunately, with the pandemic happening, that delayed it. So we weren't able to do it, and we end up paying for it right now. I mean, we dropped the ball. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, moving forward, we'll be cool with that. We can keep our cap space. You know, we can be in good cap space so we can draft some good, not draft, but sign some good players. Now, I'm not going to keep my hopes up with signing players because the Jones philosophy is to bargain-based shop and free agency and build in the draft. One thing I can say about Stephen, Jerry, and Will McClay, because I'm putting most of it on Will McClay, they know how to draft. They draft good players. You know what I'm saying? They missed out whenever they did Taco Charlton. We should have got TJ Watt. But that was, you know what I'm saying? We can't always pinpoint on that draft. We drafted some great players. Last year was a good one. Now, I still got a question mark on Bossman Fett. That second round pick, we should have got Asante Samuel. But we just got to see what Bossman Fett going to do this year. He needs to step it up because a lot of people had high expectations for him. And we haven't seen that yet. So this is the year for him to step up. So I don't know what we're going to do. I hope we make some good moves today. One of my hopes for today is that we sign Randy Gregory to a long-term deal that's good, that we can, you know, good enough for us to flex the cap. You know, a lot of people thinking that Randy Gregory going to go. I told y'all, Randy Gregory has been talking with Jerry Jones. They have a good relationship. Randy Gregory been with the Cowboys, been getting suspended with all, you know, with the, you know, puff pass, and the Jones family never gave up on him. And he appreciates that. That comes a long way. That's what Jerry Jones does for his players. I mean, we can say a lot of things about Jerry Jones, but Jerry Jones will have your back, man. He always has. Especially if he drafted you, he has your back. So Randy Gregory is going to get his money. He's going to stay a Cowboy. I'm not, you know, all this talk about Seattle and Denver. I'm like, shoot, they did this whole, you know, adjustment thing with DeMarcus Lawrence just to keep Randy Gregory and be able to sign more players in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping we do that. Malik Hooker sent some emojis, you know, basically a little grin emoji. So I don't know what's going on with him. He may be getting a deal. Jaron Kearse is being depressed on Twitter. So I don't know. He's keeping faith. He just want to get signed. You know what I'm saying? He want to stay a Cowboy, but I don't know. I mean, it's very, you know, it will be horrible if we don't bring him in. But we don't know. We don't know. I'm just looking forward to seeing what's going to happen, man. Anything can happen. Shoot, Deshaun Watson could be on a new team today. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So I love this part about the offseason. A lot of moves being made. A lot of people going to new teams. You know what I'm saying? That's the good thing about football. The off season really, I mean, like, it's really no such thing as an NFL being over, because in the off season, it's just as much buzz. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to happen. Next month we got the draft. Then, you know what I'm saying, we got OTAs and rookie mini camps, and then, you know what I'm saying, it's just a lot, man. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing who we're going to draft. But all these players that we end up, you know, with the Cedric Wilson, we got a 5th round pick for Amari Cooper, so we already got that. Cedric Wilson would be a compensatory pick. Who else would be a compensatory pick? Who else we let go? Oh yeah, we did let Robinson go. He went to the Texans, so that's a compensatory pick, probably a 6th round compensatory pick. So we getting, you know what I'm saying, we getting a couple of compensatory picks, so that's good, you know. I was hoping that we can at least, you know what I'm saying, with a trade Lyle, that would have been a compensatory pick or something like that, you know. But it is what it is, you know. But hey, or a draft pick, of course, not a compensatory, but a draft pick. But who knows, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We're gonna build. I have faith of us building good in the draft. And hey, I'm gonna try to keep my emotions together, man. One thing about the Cowboys, they'll have you emotionally drained. So I'm not gonna go there today. I gotta work. Sure, they kept me from, you know, getting a lot of work done yesterday, which is crazy. But y'all be easy, y'all be blessed, and go Cowboys.